2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the Fedex Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get, because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one. Wonderfully played. TPC Louisiana is a very interesting golf course made on some pretty flat land, Rich.
Absolutely, and this hole shows you exactly what to expect. Second shot to a very tiny green. Tiny greens dotting this entire layout. Hit one close here, and you can expect to make a birdie.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make their par. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. He finds himself currently tied for ninth. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Rich, New Orleans, or should I say New Orleans. How good is it here to be on the bayou? This is a special week. It's a great eating week and a real festival atmosphere.
It is, and it's hosted on a golf course that provides plenty of fireworks as well. What a cool design this is. It's wide open off the tee, but then the greens are minuscule in size, and they have these little runoff areas where it doesn't look like you're going to be in much trouble, but you start missing a couple of greens in a row, and you start getting these head-scratching, well, do I bump it in there? Do I flop it on the green? Do I take it low, high, medium, bump it into the... I mean, you have so many different ways of playing shots around these greens that you can outthink yourself. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these players, is that usually you have one option when you miss a green. Here, you got a whole lot of them. So this golf course grabs your attention, especially around the greens.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. And after that effort, that's how it looks. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Going with the 5-wood. Nicely done. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, so close. That'll sting a bit. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in third place.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. how about that for a par?
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. He shares top spot. And choosing the 8-iron here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Was on a good line. Well, that's a bit disappointing. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Handy out of the bunker there. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which will make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
That is absolutely spot on.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Oh, almost went in. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Oh, terrific. What an effort. And that will take him to 3 under. And as we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied for the lead with John Rahm. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
There are two menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Second shot here on the 7th. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
8 feet to the cup. Looking good. And down it goes for an eagle. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it. Pretty good shot there.
Second shot here on the 8th. Oh, well done. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in 5th place.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here.
That's frustrating. That's disappointing. A par putt awaits. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in 2nd place. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And that will take him to 6 under. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
That was pummeled. Great drive. Time for the second shot at the 10th. That one should find the surface. Oh, that's a great approach shot. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This for a birdie run. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Getting ready to play their third. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, time to return to the action. And he's down there. You got to read.
Has to putt this one downhill.
Looking really good, this one. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back 9. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Opting for the 5-iron. That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. Just a short putt remaining here. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in 4th place.
And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Just didn't drop. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Did you see that one ricochet off the tree? Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones.
Had a good lie in the bunker, but still, that was some kind of talent.
This putt to get to double digits under the card. That was a gallant attempt. Just a 4-footer remaining. Looks good off the blade. Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, just missed. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. In the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Oh, absolutely flushed. What's in front of them, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Ooh. This is a par putt. A well holed. Now an impressive 9 under par with just a few holes remaining.
Ooh, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Oh, well played.
Such soft hands.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And that's 8 birdies today. Sitting at 10 under par for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
If you ought to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
That was special. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. The closing hole at TPC, Louisiana, has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 would be very tempting.
Well, this should find the short grass. Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Playing their 4th shot. And with this putt, he will win the event.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. Rich, it's time you and I went down to Bourbon Street because we've just crowned our Zurich Classic of New Orleans champion.
This player taking a big bite out of the Big Easy with this win at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.